Hello my dear students, welcome to our program for science third prep stage. Today it's not like other days. We have today the final revision. It's very important for you. Concentrate with me very well because these questions it's similar to the questions in the exam. Try to answer it many times and concentrate with me very well. Let's go to start our session today and good luck. So we have the final revision today for the first term. Question number 1. Write scientific term. So, first one. A cellular division that leads to formation of gametes. Which one of this? We have meiotic cell division. Second one. We have the point in which the parallel rays of light collected by concave mirror. This point of collection it's called real focus. Don't forget this, real focus. It's not just focus because we have the real ways or parallel rays of the light collected by a concave mirror. So it is real one. Next, the point of connection of the two chromatids in the chromosome. So we have centromere. The point of connection of the two chromatids is centromere. After that, we have the rate of a change in the displacement relative to time. So we have the rate of a change in the displacement here. So we have the displacement in the keyword. So it is the velocity. Very good. After that, the cell that produces from meiosis. Which type of these cells? We have what? We have gametes. After that, a line that joins between the center of curvature and any point of the reflecting surface of the mirror. Which one of these lines? We have two types of lines. We have principal axis and we have the secondary axis. So here, the key word here, any point of the reflecting surface, so it is the secondary axis. So give reason for. This is another type of question and it is very easy to collect the marks in it. So the convex mirror is placed on the left side of driver. So, to form virtual, small and erect image and the car and road behind the driver. So, it is very easy to know this. We have cars, so I can see the small image and upright and erect or erect and upright, and it is smaller than the body. If I have a plane mirror, I cannot see anything as a driver behind me. So the convex mirror is placed on the left of the driver or left side of the driver to form virtual and small and erect image of the cars and the road behind the driver to see it more clearly. After that, shrinking of spindle fibers during the anaphase of mitosis division. What is the anaphase? It's the spindle fibers shrink. Shrinking, it means what? It means contract. To what? To make a thing. What is this? To make what? To make this part the migrate or to migrate the chromatids out to chromatids to what? Directed to the two poles of the cell from identical groups of chromosomes. Let's go to see another one. The number of chromosomes in the contact or the constant is constant in the same species that reproduce sexually. Because what? Because here the zygote that produced from the sexual reproduction of two gametes, it's one of them is from male and the other one is from female. Again, the number of chromosomes is constant in the same species. Species here it means same living organism that reproduce sexually. Because what? Because the zygote is that produced from the sexual reproduction of two gametes, male and female. We have 50% from the male as a sperm and we have 50% of female, it's the ovum. Here we have another part of this answer. We have here have N chromosomes and they has two N chromosomes of the same speech. So the male and female have N chromosomes. So the living organism that produce or new offspring that has two N chromosomes of the same speech. Let's go to see another sentence. No image is formed in the focus on the convex lens. Because what? Because the light rays that refracted here are parallel to each other. So they are parallel and the extension of these lines are parallel, they cannot make any extension between or intersection between them. So here no image is formed in the focus of the convex lens, because what? Because the light rays that refracted are parallel here. Show by drawing the properties of image by the concave mirror. I have a concave mirror and I need to find out the drawing of the properties of the image by drawing. What's this? If the body or the object exists at the center of curvature, it's found on the what? On the radius or the center of curvature. So here the image will be what? Will be real, inverted and equal the body. Why? Because we have this one is the principal axis, and here we have the mirror, concave mirror, and after that we have this part is what? Is the body that found it's the real object here, and make the reflection like this. The first line, it's what? It is to the mirror and make reflection on the focus, and the second one, it makes what? It makes the focus and it moves like this to make intersection in this point here. So the point here we have what? We have the body at the center of curvature. So here this is a real image and it's what? It is inverted, real and equal the body. Next, we have if the object by concave mirror also, we have the object between the center of curvature and the focus, between the center and focus. What will happen after that? The image will be inverted, real, smaller than the body. So after that we have this is the principal axis here and the concave mirror also, and the body at what? At this is real one that makes reflection at the focus, and this one it's like this, and here the reflection that happened here on what? On this part, that's what? That's the real image, and it's inverted and smaller than the body. Let's go to see another one. If the body or an object exists in the distance smaller than focal length, what will happen? The image will be upright and virtual and bigger than the body. So here this is this lens, and we have what? We have this lens here, the convex lens that makes reflection here like this on the focus. So we have these parts like this. We have what? We have this part. It's what? It is the optical center that pass here the second line, and we have this part here. We have the reflection here of the focus here at focus, but in the second one, in the second side. So we have these two lines or green color lines, they have no intersected point. So we have the extension like this, okay, to make what? To make the image here it's bigger one and the upright and virtual one. After that, so here we have another one. We have another type of these questions, these problems. If the angle between the incident light ray and the reflected light ray it's on the plane mirror equal what? Equal 120 degrees. Calculate the angle of incidence. So here between the incident light ray and the reflected light ray, so it is very easy to what? To calculate it. It's what? The reflected or the angle of reflection equal the angle of incidence equal 60. Because what? Because the angle here between them it's what? It's 120 divide 2. Next, so the angle of this one, they are equal each other. If the number of chromosomes in the liver cell of a living organism, any living organism from mammals, from anything like this, we have a liver and it's 32 chromosomes. What is the number of chromosomes in the reproductive cells? It's very easy. We have liver cell, it means what? It means a body cell. We have pancreatic cell, it is a body cell. Skin cell, it is a body cell, and so on, except reproductive cell. So the reproductive cell equal what? Equal the half number of chromosomes of any somatic cell. So this one is the number of chromosomes in the reproductive cells is what? Is 16 one, because we have 32 divide 2 equals 16. And the gametes of the human has 23 chromosomes. Find out the number of chromosomes in the liver cell. Liver cell here, it means what? It's what? 46 chromosomes. After that, the number of chromosomes in the skin cell. It's very easy. Skin, it's what? It is a body cell. So it is what? It is 46 chromosomes also, because any part of our body that called somatic cells or body cells, except what? Except the gametes, except reproductive cells. After that, we have compare between. Compare between what? Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Let's start this comparison. Here we have the sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So this one, sexual one, it is a type of reproduction that occurs by two species of the same living organism. It must be same living organism, male and female. From two cats, one of them is male and the other one is female. Or two dogs, for example, okay, to make what? To make male and female, to make reproduction. This is sexual reproduction. And we have the second part, asexual reproduction. It is a type of reproduction that occurs by living organism, one living organism, mostly in the unicellular organism. The large number of living organisms that makes asexual reproduction, it means unicellular organism, like amoeba, like bacteria, like paramecium, like fungi, like yeast fungus, for example, anything like this. So after that, we have another type. Examples. Another point here from the comparison. Higher living organisms such as plants, animal, and the human. To make what? To make sexual reproduction, because we have two types of these animals, or human or plant. We have what? We have here male and female. So the second one, we have the examples here. We have yeast fungus, amoeba, bacteria. Also we have what? We have paramecium, euglena, anything of the unicellular organism. After that, we have another one. Asexual reproduction, it occurs in multicellular living organisms such as starfish, bread mold, and we have asexual reproduction that happened in many of living organisms, like this one, fish, bread mold. To make what? To make, or starfish and bread mold. Starfish, that makes what? That makes regeneration, thank you. And bread mold, it means reproduction by spores. So they are asexual reproduction type that makes what? That makes increasing of the cells and form new individual of what? Of the living organism from this type. Let's go to see another point here. We have what's meant by. This is a very, very easy question and very important one. What's meant by? The first one, the distance covered by the body change by 2 meters each second. If I have two numbers like this, by 2 and 1 second, so it's what? It is a problem. So we have the distance covered by a body. Deal with this one as a problem because I have 2 divide 1. So we have the distance here and we have the time. So it means what? It means that the speed of the body equal 2 meters per second. So it is very easy one. 2 meters in 1 second. So it is 2 meters per second. After that, we have the average speed for moving car equals 60 km per hour. The average speed, it's of the moving car or of any moving car, it's 60 km per hour. What's meant by average speed? It means total time and total distance, right? Excellent. So we have here, it means that the total distance covered by the car is 60 km in total time of 1 hour. Thank you very much. It's very, very easy one. The velocity of a body equals 0. What's meant by this? Velocity equals 0. It means what? It means the displacement that covered by the body in 1 second equals 0. It doesn't make any displacement. It's stable in its place. So the velocity here, it's what? Or it returns back to its starting point. Because what? Because the displacement, I make many distances, but I return back to my starting point, so I have no displacement. So here it's very important one. The velocity of the body equals 0, so it means that the displacement that covered by the body in 1 second equals 0. Another one, a body moves by the deceleration of negative meter per second square. What's meant by this? It means negative 10 meter per second square. It's very easy to know. It means that the speed of the body or the velocity of the body decreases by 10 meters per second each second. The meaning of negative, it means decrease. So by 10 meters per second, this is the speed or the velocity here. In each second, it means every 1 second. After that, the universe is always continuous expansion. What's meant by this? It means what? It means that the galaxies are moving away from each other to increase the volume of our universe until a definite time. So here we have the universe is always continuous expansion. It means the galaxies are moving away from each other. And what's meant by the galaxies are moving away from each other? It means the universe always continuous expansion. To what? To a definite time. Another one, the image formed by the lens may be real or virtual. Again, the image formed by the lens, this may be real or virtual. Why? Because what? Because it means that the image may be received on a screen or not. Here in this question, he asked about what? About the real image and virtual image. So the image is formed by the lens may be real or virtual. It means that the image may be received on a screen or not. After that, we have fertilization process. It means what? What's meant by this one? It's the combination between the male cell and female cells, forming what? Forming zygote. And another information about it, the male cell contains half number of chromosomes. The female cell contains half number of chromosomes, but the zygote, it contains total number of chromosomes. After that, nebula. What's meant by nebula? Nebula, it means a gaseous sphere that rotates around itself very fast, from which the solar system is formed. Again, nebula, it's the gaseous sphere that rotates around itself according to what? According to nebular theory by Laplace. Laplace say that it's a gaseous sphere that rotates around itself very fast, and which solar system is formed. So here the nebula or the solar system is formed from nebula according to what? The nebular theory by Laplace. Another theory of crossing star theory, it's the sun, it is the source of solar system, or the origination of solar system is formed from the sun. Let's go to see another one, light year. What's meant by light year? It's the distance that covered by the light in 1 year. So equal 9.467 times 10 power of 12 kilometer. It is a very, very huge distance between stars or between galaxies. We have somatic cells. Somatic cell, what's meant by somatic cell? It is the cell that has total number of chromosomes. It means body cell, liver cell, skin cell, pancreatic cell, any part of the body that contains cell that called somatic cell, except reproductive cell like gametes. After that, regeneration. What's meant by regeneration? It is the type of asexual reproduction. Okay, in which the living organism compensates or complete the missing parts of its body. Again, we have regeneration. It is the type of asexual reproduction in which the living organism compensates or complete the missing parts of its body. So this is the meaning of regeneration that happened by the starfish. So it is a part of living organism that missing for any accident, for cutting, or by anything like this, and it can make another part of this one, or complete or compensate the missing parts of its body by the regeneration or asexual reproduction. Here we have another comparison between short-sightedness and long-sightedness. What's about it? We have short sight and long sight here. Short sight, it is the case of the person that can see the far objects and can see the near objects. So here in the long sight, it is the case of the person that cannot see near objects. What else about this one? The short sight, the reason of this case due to the shortness of eye sphere. So we have the shortness here. It means what? It means that causes the retina, it will be far from what? From the eye lens, and the eyeball diameter increase. And here we have another one, and the surface of the eye lens is more convex. So the result is a small focal length. So here we have this one, it is the short sight, and we have the long sight. The reason of the case due to the shortness of eye sphere and that causes the retina to be near from the eye lens. So it's what the eyeball diameter decrease, and here and the surface of the eye lens is less convex. That's what that results in the increase of the focal length. After that, we have another part, the image. We have the image is in that object formed before the retina. So after that, the image of the object formed after the retina. So we have long sight, it's what it is different from the short sight, it is the opposite to each other. And the treatment of each one of them, short sighted treated by using the concave lens. And we have the long sight, it is the opposite. We call the long sightedness treated by using convex lens. To what? Because here the convex lens it converge light ray and the concave lens diverge light ray to form the image on the retina in each case. We have another comparison here. We have mitotic cell division and we have meiotic cell division. Here the first one, we have mitotic cell division. It's what? It takes place in the somatic cells. So here it takes place in the reproductive cell by the mitotic cell division. After that, we have here it produces the cells have the same number of chromosomes identical to the parent cell. The new cells, it is like the parent cell. And here in the other part, we have the meiotic cell division. It produces cells have the half number of chromosomes or gametes. Second point, its importance for the growth for mitotic division, and meiotic division, its importance in the reproduction, just in reproduction. And here we have mitotic cell division, it means for the growth and asexual reproduction also in some kind of living organism. Here we have another question, complete the figure. The incident light ray which passes through the focus. What's happened here? I have the principal axis and we have here, this is F, and after that we have what? We have the focus here. So here we have convex mirror and complete this figure like this. And after that, the second one, we have a concave mirror. Here we have, this is A, this is the body or the light ray that passes here and make reflection on what? On the focus like this. It's very easy to know this. After that, we have the incident ray that passes through the center of curvature. What will happen? It passes without any refraction or reflection. So here this, it makes what? Here in the mirror, we have reflect on itself. And here we have what? We have here, this is convex mirror. And if I have the concave mirror, it passes or it reflects on itself, but it passes to what? To the center of curvature. So here in the convex mirror, the extension that pass on the center of curvature. But in the concave mirror, the real light ray that passes center of curvature and makes reflection on itself. So we have another part of this revision, it's acceleration problem. You will need the equation and answer. Okay, so we have the acceleration change in the speed divide the time. This is the main rule of our problems here. So we have start. A car decreases or increases its speed from 10 meters per second to 20 meters per second in 10 seconds. So what is the acceleration? 20 minus 10 divide 10. So 20 minus 10 equal 10. And divide 10 equal what? Equal 1 meter per second square, right? And after that here we must write the rule and we have the calculation and the final results. After that we have a bike traveling at 30 meters per second shows down that stop in 15 seconds. So it's a stop, the second one. So here we have stop, it means 0 meter per second. So 0 by minus 30 equal what? Equal negative 30. Divide 15 seconds. It means what? It means negative what? Negative 2 meters per second square. Why we have negative? Because it decreasing its speeds. After that, we have another one. We have the cyclists. Cyclist sets of the from rest. It means V1 equal 0 and accelerate at 0.2 meter per second square. So we have here acceleration for 30 seconds. So what is the final speed? Final speed equal what? Equal 6 meter per second? Yes, because we have what? Because we have a change of speed in time and the acceleration times time equal 0.2 meter per second times 30. Acceleration times time give us what? Give us the the speed of this car. Next, we have a space shuttle that accelerates at 30 meters per second square at liftoff. How long it means what is the distance take to reach 1,800 meters per second. It's 3 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute or 4 minutes. Which one of them? This is 2 minutes, is wrong. So we have 3 minutes, is wrong. So we have another one, we have 4 minutes, is wrong. So we have this is 1 minute also. Why? Because we have 30 meters per second square. I need to calculate it as what? As 60 seconds. So here 1,800 divided 30 equal what? Equal 30 seconds. It means 1 minute. So 60 seconds, I need it 1 minute like this. Don't forget this. 1 minute equal 60 seconds. 1 hour equals 60 minutes, and so on. So next, we have a traveling car at 2 meters per second, accelerate at the rate of 0.5 meters per second square for 20 seconds. What is the final speed? So the final speed is what? So here the first speed is what? Is 2 meters per second. And the final one, okay, V2 equal what? Equal here 10 meters per second? No. It's what? 8 meters per second? No. So we have 12 meters per second. Because what? Because the acceleration, it's change of speed in the time. Or V divide T, change of speed, it means acceleration times time. 0.5 times 20 equal what? Equal 10 meters per second. And the final velocity, it's what? It's 12 meters per second. Dear friends, I hope to enjoy your time with us in all term. So we have this your curriculum and your revision. Try to get the high marks tomorrow in your exam. Till we meet again in another session of science for the second term. Till we meet again, thank you and goodbye everybody.